So here we are. It's nearly Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Sure is. And I think for you, it's a special one, isn't it? It's your first Mother's Day as a working mum.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you. It's been interesting. I have to say, the challenge of coming to work and being a mum all at the same time is real. It is a real challenge. I began at AHA recently, and my first day walking out of the house, ready to go to work, my son very assertively, my 2-year-old son mind you, told me that he didn't like my shoes. And from a little person's perspective, I think it was a cry that he didn't want his mum to go to work because he was used to seeing me in my stretchy pants and my joggers, and that was it. That's all he had seen for 2 years of his life. Things were changing. It's a big adjustment for the children, but more than that, selfishly we bring it back to the mums. It's hard on the mums to see that protest when you're trying to do something and get out of the house and get to the workplace. So it's not always the zen morning that you used to have pre-mum times. It becomes more complex than that.
So did you do what he wanted and change the shoes?
Absolutely not. You had to learn that high heels were okay.
And Simone, you've been a working mum a little bit longer, so this will be your second year?
Yeah, second Mother's Day as a working mum, and I totally agree with Natalie. It's really hard at first to be a working mum, and I think having been in the roles that I've been in and now realising that I have a responsibility of a child at home makes you balance your day a little bit differently, and that's a great skill, I think, and I think working mums have amazing skills also than your everyday person, and that's not to discredit other people, but I think mums have an amazing ability to master a lot of things at once.
I think the other thing, definitely without a doubt, that mums bring to the workplace is problem solving and quick thinking. I've seen you in action on that one.
Oh, definitely, yes. We were on an international phone call with a prospective client when my 2-year-old decided that he needed mum's attention because it was in the evening. His way he got my attention was he decided to come in behind my Zoom call and vomit all over the floor. So I pressed mute rather rapidly and had to deal with that and also still keep a professional face on the Zoom call, but managed it.
It's kind of like another version of protest, isn't it?
It is.
Shoes, vomit.
Yeah.
What's it going to take to get your attention? But it's interesting you mentioned, it was late at night, which it was. I was on the call with you. And I mean, that just goes to show the dedication of working mums. I mean, to make it all work, you do what it takes. You get your kids out the door no matter what crisis is happening. You work late hours, you accommodate all sorts of things. But I was on a late night call that I had to do at 10 p.m. because it was a global meeting. We had people dialing in from New York and India and London. So the time zones was completely horrendous for Australia, and I had a 1.5-year-old baby, and I was trying to make it all work. He started to cry just a little bit, like a little baby. I need to just be sort of, comforted.
I need attention.
I need attention because you're on this global phone call, not paying attention to me. And some guy, I think it was the guy from New York, says, "Can you get rid of the background noise?" And I'm like, it's not background noise, it's my baby, no. And I'm on a call at 10 p.m, God damn it. No, I can't. And I'm hoping that one of the benefits of COVID is that maybe that's changed. Maybe now somebody would just say, oh, what's your baby's name? And thanks for being awake. But I do worry that I think the stats still show that working mums in particular bore the brunt of work from home during COVID when the kids were also at home and being homeschooled. So I think that's a little situation that we haven't quite finished.
Because parents took on the role of being teachers too.
Yeah.
Which was challenging for most.
Yeah. And look, without a doubt, fathers' role in parenting actively increased so much.
True.
They were home, they were doing school pickups, they were, involved in all of this, but all the data and the statistics is showing that women by far bore the brunt of it and attempted to do even more.
I think also that's probably initiated by the fact that a lot of women were doing part-time work, so it's automatically assumed that they will then take on the other role, which then feeds into their 2, 3, 4 days a week work in addition to
Absolutely.
assumptions.
So happy Mother's Day, but we are actually celebrating working mums. I guess we're just keeping it real and calling it, you know, saying what some of the challenges are, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Neither would I.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Happy Mother's Day.